Hi, my name's Mike. About 25 years ago, I had a pretty good back injury happen while I was at work. And for the last 25 years, I had been suffering, and it progressively was getting worse and worse. I'd been through what my doctors had told me to go through, the physical therapy, all the icing, and the chiropractic. And it got to a point in the early 2000s where that wasn't working and giving me relief, and I had elevated up to needing steroids. And I started doing some steroids, and initially they worked fantastic. They relieved my pain. I got back to a good quality of life and things, but as time went on, the steroids wore off. And with each preceding injection, they lasted a little bit less and a little bit less. And I started to have really serious problems to the point where my back was seizing up. I was having spasms and convulsions that left me on the floor. I was unable to work much. It would take 2 to 3 weeks to recover from each and every spasm. And that's where my life had degenerated to. I wasn't playing golf like I used to. I wasn't skiing. I wasn't enjoying the quality of life that living in the great Northwest affords somebody. And about a year ago, I was introduced to stem cell therapy through some friends of mine and started doing some research on that. My orthopedic surgeons had already told me I was a candidate for back surgery, but to hold off as long as I could, and maybe some science would show up, because they didn't want to do back surgery on me, especially at my age. And after being introduced to stem cell therapy and doing a good amount of research on it, I found out that this was a good alternative for me. And the research showed me that I was going to have a good chance at success. So I took my herniated, bulging, torn discs and my arthritic facets to stem cell centers, and the doctors and the medical staff there injected my discs with stem cells and put some other stem cells around some arthritic facet joints that I had, and fixed me up with a back brace, gave me a good therapy treatment to go through. And over the coming weeks and months, my back slowly started, and quickly in some areas, the facets healed really quickly, and the rest of it slowly started coming back to me. And in the course of about 2 months, I was able to get back on the golf course again. Got in a few days of skiing this year, which I hadn't got in several years. And now I'm just, I'm pretty darn happy. I'm back to doing what I like to do, taking care of my family. Work isn't a problem for me. So if you've been out there and you've been struggling with back pain and things like that, and you don't like the answers your doctors are giving you, give stem cell therapy a long, solid look, because the staff there at Stem Cell Centers does know what they're doing, and they sure help me out. I couldn't appreciate it any more than I do right now.